Hello, and welcome to the stream. Just getting myself together here. Got back from the airport a little bit ago, taking my in-laws back so they could head home. They were with us for a couple of weeks. We're going to continue on the asteroid we were on yesterday. We'll do a 2 or 3 hour stream today. I'm a bit tired. I got a lot of things to do tomorrow, so I probably will not be on tomorrow. I know we were heading this direction. So I probably can do, let's see here. Igneous rock, my bad. We'll go up. And then we'll go over. Till we get back over here and we'll get an idea. I can't believe we found the gassy moose. That's always nice. We're going to play double speed for now. See what's going on. Welcome to the stream. Hassan is getting that cool slush salt geyser taken care of here. This is all turned into, with our ice, our ladder being behind it, it's all kind of froze up. We're going to lose half the mass though when we dig it out. That's the only sucky thing. And there's a gassy moo. How nice. We'll have to see if we can find some gas grass, which it looks like there's some over here. I just don't know what it's supposed to be in. Illumination. Okay, so it needs to be illuminated. Interesting. I don't play with those very much, so I'm not really keen on the... Oh, I guess that would work too if we can get rid of this. But allow them to continue. We'll do that to make sure they don't get stuck in there. Last I checked, we were working on our power station over here and cleaning out the area. We've got our spawn kind of pretty much done. We're building our hallway here. We're getting her all pretty and nice. We are going to separate this wall out. I get it. That's quite a bit of water in there, but we're going to have to get it out. I'll get rid of that. That. Yep. Soon we will get this running. Trying to see what water source we're going to use. Besides the hot water sources, we need to come up with a cooling loop, which means I'm going to have to do... I've got refined carbon and I've got iron ore. I'm going to have to start working on lime down here. And I'm going to need more iron ore than I have, just because of the fact that we're going to need to make, I don't know, 2,000 tons of steel, but we have a lot of hot water here. It's going to get really hot. Do I have any ice that I can use? Brine ice. Yeah, we got some regular ice we can use to cool this down. It's a waste of dupe labor, but it definitely will cool this down. And then we need to get some of that water out of there. Because that's all going to melt and it's going to overflow the water and it's all going to head down there. Which we're not going to want. Which we're not going to want, I guess you would say. I'll move this here just for the hell of it. And then we'll collect some water from here. And hopefully it'll all work out. We'll cool down this water and we'll be able to get some steel. We also need to do a crusher. as we do need some lime. Either way, we're going to have to dig this out, I guess. There we go. Nabusco, you're the man, dude. Thanks for joining me. Don't let me stop you from playing, though. You were doing good. You were doing real good, buddy. Those guys are protecting again. I'm going to get that egg out of there. They already killed all the fish that were in there, which I kind of enjoyed. We got to make some lime. Absolutely, man. I'm sorry I couldn't watch longer. I'm going to take tomorrow off. I got some things to think about, and I got some things to do. So if you're on, I may go ahead and... I'm going to do that to get rid of some of the water, because I'm going to put all this ice in there to cool it down. It's at 110 degrees right now. So I really need to get that water cooled. And I need to start making some lime, because I got to start doing my aqua tuner so I can start cooling down this oxygen that's going to be going in the base. Otherwise, it won't cool properly. I'm going to work on making my second power station here. It'll be a little bit smaller, but I don't need a power control station, considering. I also don't need it quite as high. I could do as high, though. I can do it to here if I need to. We'll figure it out. Let's see how our decor is looking okay. Yes. Arenzo, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. We're still working on these modded asteroid. We use mods. We just found the gassy moves up here near the top. There's one floating around over here. We're still pretty open here with everything. I'm going to get rid of the eggs that are in here. And then I'm going to get one hatch and put it in there. Yep. Awesome. Awesome sauce. This water, we're going to have to clean that up. Our Sweepy's almost done down here. He did a nice job for us. Thank you, Sweepy. Appreciate it. We're working on getting all this dug out. Eventually we're going to capture these things, and got some natural gas in here at 45 degrees. Do they need natural gas? Doesn't say. Oh, and this is a problem. I am gonna bring the stairs down a little bit more, because these guys keep blocking the way. There we go. We're going to keep avoiding dupes for the time being until I get my, my goodness, they love blocking the way. Until I get my spawn going. These guys really love making problems. Shovels. All right. Let's get all that cleaned up. We'll hold off till they get that cleaned up. There you go. Yeah, I'm a little tired today. It's been a long day for me. Had to drive my in-laws back to the airport. Never fun to go to the airport. Then it takes about 2 hours or so to come back. Where are you going? Oh, I guess you're getting granite. Yep. They're overpressured, unfortunately. What do they like the pressure to be at? 10,000, and that's at a little over 10,000. So I can open the pressure up here. That'll open the pressure, and I can get rid of that one pack snow tile. So we get this all mopped up. There we go. A little bit there will always help. I might get a little below 10 as it evens itself out. There it goes. We're back. It's growing. Okay, let's clean up this water. Excellent. There we go. I'll do that so they can get those two. All right. We're doing good. We got that. When does that go dormant? 14 more cycles, and then we'll start working on how we're going to use that water. We definitely going to use it for this, and we're going to use it for some cooling. We're going to come in here and get all the graphite out, too. So we can start making fullerene. Excellent. All that natural gas, because he's just farting away. Just like these two. I could use this going up more. There we go. That'll work. He's cleaning it out to make it a little bit harder for them to box us in. And of course, why is this here? I don't know where that even came from, that iron ore just sitting there in the middle like that. Doesn't make any sense. Oop. There we go. Say that. And we'll say that so he can dig down more. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. No, not there. There we go. That'll help clear it up a little bit more. Good. And they'll start eating all that up, and I'll send some more that direction when the time comes. There he is. Come on. There's still quite a bit of oxygen up here for us to deal with. Really need to get over here and finish searching this area. And then we got to start heading down. At least that's the plan. We just got to figure out where we're going to go down. We have that. I got all this already. Maybe we'll put it here and then have it cut over and down. I think that would be the good plan. There we go. And we'll get rid of that, and then we'll build our door there, and then we'll come over and we'll just start heading down this direction. And we'll get down as far as we can go there. Yep. And then I don't know if this is too much water. It is. That's too bad. All right. 233 kcals at 200 and cycle 216. He is getting all this dug out. Hopefully we'll get to see what's on the other side over there here soon. I know the building melted, which is down here, and that's okay. We're cooling that water down. We're also getting rid of some of it. We need to get our... We need to get pokey shell molts and eggshells to lime. Yes. We need to start making steel. Do I have any more ice I can use? Yeah, a little bit. There we go. This could be the first water we use for our spawn. $95.40, which we got. We're gonna finish cleaning up the water. We're gonna come here. There we go. Like I said, it's a little bit smaller, but that's okay. We don't need one of these. And when this is full, we'll have another one that comes down here at the bottom, which will work. Yeah, once this is full, going into here, it'll then kick down to our main line. Which will be here. Good. Then we'll leave a space. And then we'll leave spaces between our hydrogen generators. Perfect. Now we can't get up here quite yet, so I'm going to have to do this. That way they can reach there. And I'll tear it down when the time comes. And then what I'll do is I'm going to do this. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and put another... Hate when I mess something up. I love the red stripes to denote a power station. I love it. I can't help how much I love the look of it, to say the least. There we go. We're getting there, little by little. There. That'll work. And then these two will get built. And we'll have that power station done. I should have honestly done it the other way. Let me see here. Buildings. I should have the power on this side. Yeah. And now the other ones. My weird OCD. Same result. Just better flow. Yep. Better flow for it. That'll help. All right. I love the candy cane stripes. Oh, he's singing, having a good time. Look at him go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Waiting to finish that. This is soon going to be feeding all that. We've got 28 tons of algae. I can get more. Yep, we can get in here. There we go. That may eventually be part of the base anyway. We should have lime now too. Let's see here. Lime, lime, lime. Oh, lime, where are you, lime? Where's lime? I'm not making any lime yet? I guess not. Yay, I guess we haven't made any lime. But we will. They're going to make some lime for us, aren't ya? Oh, we do have some lime. Excellent. We can start making steel. Got so many seeds already. There you go. Make that line, baby. Let's start working on our steel production. I know I need at least 20 steel. And I'm going to need more iron. So we'll say another 12 iron. But I definitely need steel. We got to make our cooling loop for our base. Once that's done, we can turn on our SPOM. Atlantis Al, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you stopping by to check us out. It's very kind of you. We're working on a modded asteroid. It's huge. It's in the spaced out version of the game. Who thinks there's... Oh, you? Alright, buddy. What seems to be the problem? Who locked you in? Right here. Come on, get over there. What's wrong with you? There you go. Go, buddy. We can't lose you. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? There we go. Kill it. How did you... You are such an idiot. Why wouldn't you dig before? You were such an idiot. Hopefully you're okay. Alright, what's this? That's the carbon dioxide volcano. So we're all done digging in here for the most part. Alright. He's getting back in base. We need to keep working on this. Oh, what do you think, Atlantis Al? Do you like it? Zero, the absolute, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. We're playing a modded asteroid with mods. It's in the spaced out profile. There's a lot to figure out, Al, and I'm here to help. Right now we're playing a modded asteroid, and I'm working on my power stations. The top power station is going to supply power to my oxygen machine here. And the bottom power station is going to provide power to my base. Once that's done, we're going to build a cooling loop. We're working on our steel production, which we may already... I'm not sure if he's made some steel yet or not. No, not yet. But we're working on our steel production, and we're working on cooling down this water. This water's gotten really hot, so we're using Tim ship plates made out of ice to cool it down. But we definitely need our steel so we can start cooling our base down with an aqua tuner. My stream tonight may only be a few hours. I may stream for another couple of hours, 2-3 hours. I had to go to the airport today, drop my in-laws off. But if you don't mind dropping me a follow, I definitely, and you can look at some of my other videos on YouTube or whatever, I'm definitely friendly for newbies who are new to the game, and I'm happy to answer questions. I'm not a very big streamer, so... I don't have a lot of people distracting me, I guess, so I can definitely answer questions if you have them. Some of my other viewers, too, they're very knowledgeable and are happy to help, too, so if you have a question. Oh, are you really? This is a wonderful... I didn't realize you were the... That's awesome. I don't know what to say, but the duplicate status bar is awesome. I love it. I love the fact that you can check out what's going on with the dupes. You did a great job. Thank you very much. I love mods. I don't know. I'm surprised more people are very anti-mod for some reason. A lot of people are very vanilla. But I think there's so many mods that are just so helpful, or they just look better in the game. Yeah, thank you very much. It's like I've got a celebrity in my chat. I appreciate you. LOL. Was the duplicate status bar your only mod, or do you have other mods out there that you recommend I try? What? Hold on, I just accidentally banned somebody and I don't know how I did it. Hold on. The hell? That was an accident. Let me fix this. I don't know how to unban somebody. How do you unban somebody? I don't know how to ban somebody or how to unban them. I'm panicking now. That was a mistake. Let me whisper him real quick. There we go. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how he got banned. That was a big mistake on my part. I apologize in advance. Shucks. Hey, Atlantis Al, are you back in the room? I hope you are. I honestly didn't mean to ban you. That was an accident. I hit a wrong button somewhere. Well, hopefully he comes back, because that was a mistake. I feel terrible. Yeah. That's a shame. I don't know what happened. I clicked something by accident. Dang it. All right, we're just getting this asteroid taken care of. I don't know what button I hit. That was a shame. Oh well, there's nothing I can do about it now. Hopefully he comes back. I generally feel bad. But going back to you, Zero, what, did you have any other mods that you've created for the game? There we go. I need eggs only. Okay, we're good. All right. Well, we're working on the base, getting it all together. Actually banned somebody, my bad. That's your main Ani mod. You have more that aren't public, like a mod that allows you to build on top or replace stuff. For example, you could place ghosts of buildings on top of natural terrain, and dupes will mine it out, then build. Or you can change floor wall tiles just by building over the top with the new material. Or you can build doors on top of wall door with tiles without needing to deconstruct first. Dupes will do it automatically, and a performance mod that handles memory garbage cleanup better. Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you ever plan on making those public? Yeah, I definitely got to be careful with clicking on things because I screwed that one up. Poor guy. After more testing, you might. That's cool. Give me 1 second. I'm talking to Al real quick. All right, sorry, I had my mic off. My bad. Get rid of that egg. I want to dig more of this out, but unfortunately they keep blocking it up, so it keeps blocking my dupes. Hey, Al, I was asking while the mic was off, how long have you been playing for now? You said a few weeks, maybe? Oh, a couple days. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a fun game. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I guess I forgot to turn my mic back on. God, I'm having not a very good day today. So what do you mod? You were saying you moderate some other channels? Yeah, I'm making all kinds of rookie mistakes today. All right, we're up to 500 steel. Yep, nothing like being a noob in the world of streaming and making some mistakes like that. First banning somebody and then freaking forgetting to turn your mic back on. And you were talking away and your mic was off. Oh, so dumb. Okay, that's working. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Oh, cool. That's cool. I'll tell you what, when you're playing, if you find one of these bad boys, the cool salt slush geyser, they are your friend. They erupt at 14 degrees, but be careful. If you convert them into water before warming them up, they will freeze your pipes and break them, and you'll have some issues. But these are fantastic, fantastic geysers to find on your map, as they definitely help with cooling, will help with your spawn, all that stuff. Oh, wow. 3 or 4 streams up at a time? You lurk a lot? That's fair. So unless you have a mod, you can't remove the neutronium. The neutronium is permanent. Now, there is a mod that allows you to get rid of neutronium. Not for those per se, but if you look over here on the edge, it's very uneven. And sometimes a planet will spawn with it coming like all the way out. And some people want their base to be perfectly straight. I do happen to have that mod, but I generally don't use it unless I absolutely need to. But yeah, these cannot be destroyed, the neutronium, normally. Not without a mod. So you can't technically get rid of a geyser. The only thing you can really do to it, and I'll show you a quick example, I'm not going to actually build it, is you will seal it off like that. Once you seal it off like that, you can pretty much seal it. I have my salt geyser down here sealed like that because it comes out over 200 degrees and I don't have Atmos suits yet. And so this is just heat just waiting to come out. My 2 steam geysers, one of them is right here. It's dormant right now, but it overpressure, so it will not allow too much heat to escape now. And then I have one down here too. Let's see, where is it? Right here. And that one's also overpressured, so you can see the heat's pretty heavy. But luckily for me, this planet has a lot of cooling. So, oh yeah, you can't accidentally destroy it unless you have the delete neutronium mod. That's the only way you can really mess that thing up. The reason why it is taking a little bit of time for us to get things built is I am short on dupe labor. I've only got 8 dupes. That's another thing I'd recommend, Atlantis Al, is that keep your dupes to a minimum. Make sure you have the infrastructure and the ability to take care of them, because they'll just end up dying. They'll eat all your food, they'll breathe all your oxygen. So I'm usually at 8 dupes or less my first 100 cycles usually. Yep. Yeah, I'm happy to answer questions. I think Nabusco's in the background. He's my buddy. Oh, power. Well, I'll be honest with you, Al. I'm still on this. I'm still on the wheel and battery, and it's 222. Don't be in a huge rush. And it's okay to go over. This has 1635 watts potential. But the thing is a lot of the buildings that I'm using that suck power aren't sucking it all the time. So you can, let me move him. You can go over on the power as long as it's not all sucking it at once. That's the main thing, is you know, like they're not always using the massage table. Excuse me, the deodorizers aren't always consuming polluted oxygen. And as long as you can do that, you're good. Like I said, I use a lot of mods. I like these wooden airflow tiles. They're a lot of fun. This is going to be our main entrance right here. We're going to use a natural tile mod. We're going to get rid of that sweepy because we don't need him anymore. We're going to move that egg up here. But anyway, this is going to be the entrance here. We're going to use a natural tile mod to build a nature reserve here. And then we'll have about 20 to 25 Atmo suits here. We'll have our kitchen here. We'll probably have some backup oxygen tanks here for the Atmo suits. And then these are all going to be private bedrooms when I'm able to get plastic. At least that's the plan. The game can be very time consuming. I have a speed mod that allows me to play in double speed, triple speed, or quadruple speed. I could go higher, but I have found that higher than 4 speed tends to mess with the simulation a little bit. And I don't want to mess with the simulation too much. It can cause like automation and things like that to kind of go wonky on you. For sure. You probably spent 4 hours trying to build out a couple of natural gas generators just to find out the geyser you were using just went into its dormancy. Well, I will tell you this, Al, be very careful with natural gas geysers. I don't know if you know, but if you don't have steel, you're not going to be able to do much. Let me see if there's one here. I just got to find it once this thing saves. Be very careful with natural gas, because if you don't have steel and you don't have a way to get in there and tame it, it comes out at like 302 degrees Fahrenheit. This natural gas will come out, and like I said, if you don't have steel and you don't have a way to cool it, like a steam, one of the, what's it called? It's the steam turbines. If you don't have one of those, you're not going to be able to do much with it. It's going to basically overheat your base and overheat your buildings that are sucking the gas out. Me, I stick to wheels until I absolutely have to, and then hydrogen's usually the next thing I go with, because the spawn's going to generate quite a bit of hydrogen for us. And then what I'm going to need to do besides that is I'm going to need to create another cutoff. So what ends up happening, Al, is that if one of these tanks get full, it can block up the flow of your hydrogen down to your power supply. So you want to have backup. So this one will hit this bridge here, go across into the tank. But if that tank is full, it'll bypass the bridge, head down here, and then hit this bridge, and then go into this tank. And then if this tank and this tank are both full, this bypass will end up going somewhere else. And I'll have another power station set up somewhere else. Once I get steel, I'll be able to create my first cooling system. I'm tempted to go for a volcano, either the gold or the copper or the iron. I haven't decided yet. Or I may just go with a cooling loop here and just go for it. Yeah, it's such a fun game. Is that better? Hello, hello? Is that better? Okay, I don't hear it on my end. Okay, good. Oh. Anyway, it's not the natural gas that's already in the pocket. That has had time to cool through the rocks and stuff, and it has dissipated the heat. What's going to happen is when it erupts again at 302 degrees, that's when you're going to start having your problems for sure. Is when it erupts. This one's overpressured, so it will not be erupting. Until I get steel going, it's going to have to sit dormant. That's why I'm working on steel. So I need to create my first cooling loop so I can keep our base cool here. Our base is cool at the moment, but it will heat up really quickly once the bomb starts working, because this bomb's going to generate heat. Now, when it comes to this, let's try that again. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm having some very technical difficulties. Thanks, Al. I appreciate you. I'm wondering if it's the fan I have in my room that's causing it. Crazy. But did you kind of get what I was saying with the gas? So if these two are full, I'll have another way for the gas to continue into somewhere else. And then you'll want to have a cooling loop in here to keep your oxygen and your base at a 70 degrees. You'll learn how to keep it like really tight if I'm able to create something. I'm going to try my fan one more time and see if that's the issue. I'm going to try my fan one more time and see if that's the issue. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's happening with that. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's happening. But I appreciate you letting me know. Yeah, weeks away from your play understanding. I understand. Yeah, it can get pretty complicated, this game, for sure. Let's see here, what am I going to do for these? I know I need to do... That'll be ready to go. That'll be ready to go when the time comes. All right. Yeah, I like this asteroid. The betas are doing their thing. What's a tranquil toes? What the hell is this? Okay. Hopefully that'll fix the issue. I changed USB plugs. Sorry about that, Al. I appreciate your patience. Kongi12, welcome to the channel. I've been having some technical difficulties, so if I end up being a little staticky or something, I apologize in advance. Is the static gone? Is the static gone? Oh yeah, it seems like it's gone. I just turned on my own. Wow. All right. What a terrible night so far. I actually banned you, Al. And then I left my mic shut off for a few minutes. And then the static keeps popping up. Very strange evening. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay. There we go. I'm turning down all the sound that's in my office. Maybe that's what the problem is. You just let me know. Sometimes I'll keep a small one of my phones open on my stream so I can check my sound periodically. So maybe I left that up too high. Is it better now? Kongi 12-inch dongi. Very fun. All right. I take it we're good then. I'll just keep moving along here. God, how embarrassing. We're up to, how much steel do we have? 1900. We're almost there. I'm going to do another 5 after that. There we go. We're up to 2000. Excellent. Do I want to do a medical volcano, or do I want to do my cooling loop so I can turn my SPOM on? This should be enough room, I think, here if I come up like that. The only problem is I can't do anything because I don't have my, damn it. I'm going to do a material study terminal and deal with some rads. I didn't realize, I forgot I don't have the steam turbine. Okay, what's going on? Can you still hear me? Okay. My computer just said the last USB device that I plugged in isn't working properly. So that's kind of odd. Like I said, I keep having these technical difficulties. I don't know what's happening. I know that I have some rads up here. Some are getting through right there because of the ice. I've never worked with a material study terminal before. Let's see here. I'm going to need to do something about that. Maybe I can do it over here. I do need a light source for it. These guys like heat and metal. That's... Hello? Hello? Can you hear me again yet? LOL. I don't know what's happening right now. I just had to... Okay. So weird. Anyway. Sorry about the technical issues. I do apologize. I'm not 100% sure what's causing that. I'm going to have to give it a test tomorrow sometime. I'm going to take streaming off tomorrow. First time I've had any issues at all with it. So I don't really know what to make of it. Ugh. What a pain in the butt. Well, it's given our dupes time to catch up at least. That's for sure. Hello? 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 Okay. Hello? Hello? Okay. Oh, man. It's causing me a little bit of stress. I just bought this mic from Amazon.com. Not a very high-end mic, but still. How embarrassing to have the sound issues. I'll be right back. Okay, I took the phone out to my daughter to see if she's going to listen in and see if anything happens. Let me know. Hopefully nothing else will happen the rest of the stream. I apologize to everybody who views later, and I apologize to the people who joined us that I've been having some issues. How embarrassing. Hey, Nabusco, you good out there, buddy? Sorry about the issues with the mic. All right. Whew, it's hot here too. With my computer running and everything, it's pretty hot in my office. Get that cleaned up. All right. hopefully that'll get resolved. I mean, like I said, I'm going to work on it tomorrow. Thanks so much, Al. I really do appreciate you keeping me updated on the sound. It's really embarrassing to have to keep dealing with that. And obviously it's going to mess with my viewers coming in. So that's kind of a bummer. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Because of all the ice that I'm putting in. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. There we go. We're at 93 degrees. We're okay. All right. Who's suffocating now, huh? Why are you sleeping there? Because of this? Can you not get out of there? Are you freaking kidding me? He seems to be okay right now. These dupes, they love to get themselves killed. Get over there and get them. How's that unreachable? Alright, well, I am going to do a mulligan. I am doing a mulligan because of all the technical issues. I've not been able to pay attention to what's happening in the game. There we go. I'm going to leave that alone and just let that freeze up. There we go. Sorry, but had to be done. Now I can concentrate. I hope you can hear me okay. All right. BRB. Can you hear me? Okay. Well, I can't know. All right, my daughter says she can hear me, so I think the sound is okay. Gonna go with a Wheezewort. See how the radiation works. So I've never really quite used it before. Great. Thanks, Al. I wonder if my other cell phone, it was too close to the mic. My daughter's got the phone outside now, outside the room. Since I don't have anybody to really sit with me and listen to the sound and stuff, I want to make sure it's okay, so I'll keep it, and every now and then I'll check myself to see if I can hear myself. And it could be that my computer just needs to be restarted eventually. We'll see how that goes. We need to get the phosphorite there. There you go. I want to see how the radiation works with this. Alright, 318 rads per cycle. This is my first time doing this, so let's see how this works. I have no clue. I've never really worked with radiation before. I don't know. There we go. We'll do that. Shoot it into here. Then we'll get our power. And see if we can get our aqua tuner and our steam turbine going. I'm going to move one mealwood seed over here. And maybe I can mutate it. There you go. It'll get exposed to the rads. Slight hazard. Yep. There we go. There we go. Snores loudly. Let's go with the Drecos for now. Research. We need this. And then we need... What else do we need here? This, very badly. Okay. We'll leave it those two for now. There we go. Excellent. We're going to need that plugged in. There we go. We'll wait until all this power is plugged in, and then we'll plug that one in. Holy shit, 480 watts? Well, we're going to have to eventually deal with that. We'll do that. Dang. Well, Al, I appreciate you so much for sticking with me, as it has not been my best stream, LOL. And Nabusco, of course, he's my dude. He hangs out with me all the time. He's a good dude. Subliminator, which I need to get rid of that into the water here. So it'll stop shooting off chlorine. All right. Okay, that's done. Come on, guys. Get it done. Al, this is the hardest part here. It's like mid-game, and just getting to the, you know, late game can be very hard sometimes. All right, it's collecting rad bolts. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever really done this. Very interesting. And we'll do our priorities. Where's my researcher? There it is. We'll cut cooking down and tidying. Oh. So that way they'll start researching again. Zero rad bolts so far. Okay, we ran out of power, but we'll be okay. We've got 8 rad bolts. It'll shoot when we get to 50. Okay, so it'll take 2. It'll take a little while for that to kind of figure itself out, and that's okay, because we're starting our research down here. We'll get our turbine. We'll get our... I think I already have my aqua tuner. Let's see here. Aqua tuner... Aqua tuner. Well, let me just go into here. That'll tell me. Yep, there it is. So we're good with our aqua tuner. This will be crazy. Like I said, I've never used it before. It'll take a while. This thing can store 100 rad bolts. I just got to be careful that I don't shoot my dupes in the head. Because once this is full, it'll bypass it, which is not good. So I'm going to have to figure out how that works. And if there's a way to, like, maybe I can shoot it up, or maybe I can shoot it backwards when it's full. Be right back. All right. It's almost full here. Like I said, I've never used it before. This is kind of exciting for me. I think I'll shoot it against the wall. I don't know how it all works, though. I really don't know. It's almost full. 35 rad bolts off of one Wheezewort. I know that some of the later stages, you need more than just what it has, but that's okay for the most part. You need to... There they go. Then we'll build that. We'll start working on our kitchen soon. This is 2 kilowatts. We're only at 17 possible, so we're going to start reconstructing that. I'm going to make more gold. Our water's still overflowing, which is fine. It is what it is. Bases can get out of hand pretty quick. Oh, wow. That really filled up with water. Craziness. Should be just about ready to fire. 4 rad bolts to go. I guess it's not as intimidating as I thought it was going to be. There he goes. Yes. He's working on it. That's exciting. Working on the rad bolts. Good deal. I did not. I did it again. What the hell? OMG, this is a crazy one. I'm going to skip this one, I think. Holy cow. I've actually deleted the same guy, banned the same guy twice. I hit a wrong button. I'm just having... And you're not monitoring me. Oh, boy. Hey, Al, are you back? Dude, I got a bot that posted. I hate these little buttons. I only have one monitor, and that one monitor is causing me craziness. I went to go ban the bot that I saw come in, and frickin' it banned you again. I apologize. I'm probably not going to post this VOD when it's over, LOL. I'll just skip this one and go to the next one. This has been an embarrassing one for me. Holy cow. But I appreciate you sticking it out with me, bud. Probably why my view... Normally I have 6 or 7 viewers, but I saw Joey pop in, but then he disappeared. So most likely he couldn't hear me, or the static was getting to him, or whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm tired. I've had a long, rough day. For sure. But hey, this is the first time I've used the terminal here, and it's working. So one Wheezewort is providing enough rads that every, few cycles, it's shooting those rads into this thing, and then this thing is, I probably put this up to 100. It'll take a little bit longer, but it'll fill this, and then they'll be able to finish it, so... It's the first time I ever used the rad bolts, believe it or not. When I would play the spaced out game, I would always end up being intimidated by it. So I'm going to work on the easier ones. Yeah, I had never, like I said, I'm terrible at it. God, I'm just sad and embarrassed about. I also have the research queue, so I can put my research in order, which I like to be able to do. I probably should do that first, huh? A radbolt chamber. It's all like 2020. We'll get all the tier 3 done. And we'll do that one last. Alright, well that'll get all the tier 3 done, so we're good with that right now. I'd get a slight boost if I can get the well-lit buff. But we're going to have to switch out all of our wires anyway. Once we get that steam turbine, we'll be able to make our cooling loop in here. Oh, what a day. What a day. Yeah, to give you a little backstory, Al, so what happened was, I certainly don't mind you knowing. So, 2.5 weeks ago, I lost my job. That wasn't very fun. Chlorine up here, I'm going to have to get rid of it. But I lost my job. And I know everyone in jail is innocent, but by no fault of my own, there was a misunderstanding at work that basically got me in trouble, if you will. And then, yeah, and then my ceiling collapsed in my house last week. So that just got fixed by the insurance company. So it hasn't been a good couple of weeks for me. I'm going to start looking for a new job tomorrow, most likely. All right. All right, now let's start working on our nature reserve. Oh, wrong one. So what I'll be doing here is I'll be doing a pips with natural tiles. Because this is going to be the way in and out of the base eventually, because this will be where all my... Let's see, if I go here... 21, so I can have 20 Atmos suits fitting there. Really? Wow, how's it been? Have you... Now, you don't have to tell me, but have you been looking, or have you just been kind of... I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I'm really sorry to hear that for you. The streaming has been kind of a way for me to get my mind right, if you will. I need to feel like I'm doing something with myself. I need to move this over one so I can put the sign. I forgot to leave room for the sign. I'm going to have to go a little bit smaller, I guess. I'm going to have to get rid of this one. That'll give me a little bit more room for... my air suits, and this will still be 4, and that'll still be a nature reserve. And then I can naturally plant it. There we go. Yeah, you lost track of your applications that you put in, haven't had a single interview. That's terrible. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I was in the restaurant industry 35 years, and I'll be honest, I really believe... I have a friend who owns a restaurant in Tennessee, so it's not that I couldn't find a job. I just don't want to move to Tennessee. I'm in Virginia, and I also don't want to go back to that. That was so hard with... you know, the days I had to work and all that. Then I started selling cars. It was a great job. And I had somebody say something that wasn't true. And I know that, you know, everyone in jail is innocent. So you know, you don't know me, but it honestly wasn't a true statement, and I ended up getting terminated for it. It was his word versus mine, and then next thing you know, here I am. So, yeah, that kind of blows, to say the least. What I'm doing now is I'm going to be putting in a, let's see, what am I going to build it out of? Granite. A nature reserve. The nature reserve will help us because it'll give our dupes a +6 when it comes to their morale. And I just have to find a pip. There's one. Move him down here in a hurry so he can plant that arbor tree seed. I'm going to get this arbor tree out of there as well. And move that seed down there. I can move this one. Those two will be fine. Because those are kind of like cramped. Yeah. Huh. I need him to plant this here. Where's he go? Oh, because I haven't done that yet. Are you kidding me, people? There we go. Get it built beforehand. Get that built, people. Before he gets out again. Of course. There you go. Get him in there. Well, I hope you find something soon. I hope something works out for you soon, because that really sucks, you know? I know I'm not happy not having a job. I know what I want to do, too. I almost forgot. I keep changing my mind. I need to have a mimlet in here, too, because the mimlet is going to increase the tree's growth by a lot. How are we doing with our research? Well, it's almost done. I got half of the research done for the steam turbine, so that's good. You could move here. Come on, Pip. Plant that. There should be no issues. Oh, because of these plants? Alright, that's fine. $177 tons of food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to uproot these so I can plant all my arbor trees up top. Then I'm going to replant them and I'm going to put a mimlet seed in there. Because I need this pip. There you go. It can be planted now. There you go. Good job, buddy. Okay, now we need to move one there. Come up here. Did they get those yet? I need those to be dug up and then moved, please. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Unreachable. Why is it unreachable? Oh, right here. That would explain it. I don't know how that happened. But we'll get that out of the way, and they'll be able to get up here. So strange. Having a rough time today. I got up there and dug already, so I'm not quite sure how the dirt got there. Get that done. Move that one down there as well. Get that built. I'm going to move this one and I'm going to do a mimlet. If I have any. I do not, so I'll need to wait for one. So I'm going to shut this off. So I get a mimlet plant. There we go. Now we're in business. Now we're in business. Did you plant it? Yes, you did. This is another great app. It's the Pip Planting app. You click on the little pip up on the top right, and if it's green, it'll show you where the pip can build, and if it's orange or red, it'll show you where they can't build, which is kind of a nice thing. We need that pip to plant here, and then we need another tree to turn that into a what seemed to be any there. Here's one I can get. Any other trees around that I can take without having to disturb the growth of those? Bunch of mimica buds here. Guess I'll just take this one. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully my sound issues are gone now. Okay, so good. We got it growing there. Now we can do that. Do that. Then when we get our mimica plant, we'll put it here. And we'll have our... Now this should be a +6 morale nature reserve. That's lovely. How is our research going? It looks like we're almost done. One more to go. Excellent. All right. All right. One more hour, and I'll probably call it. Good. That's all good and done. Now we can get rid of that. These are growing. We're going to get rid of the stuff that's in there. Get all that debris gone. That's the mass move tool. That's a great mod as well. And we need that mimica bud planted ASAP. What that'll do is that'll create a mimica, which will grow every 5 cycles. It'll pollinate our arbor trees and allow the arbor trees to go ahead and do what they need to do. Yep. Which is grow quicker. There we go. Oh, thank goodness we got that done. Our research is doing well. We're almost to 100 rad bolts. Excellent. All right, I can take a deep breath. We're finally on track again. Yay. The sound issues seem to be behind us. The technical glitches and difficulty seems to be better. And now we can kind of relax and start working towards our next area, which is over here I wanted to do. So let me dig this, and then we're going to start going down with our ladder. This is salt, mafic rock, so we'll build it with mafic rock. Since we know mafic rock is going to be down there. So I'll start with, what's up here? We have granite, so we'll start with granite. We'll actually just use granite, that's fine. Once we dig that, we'll start coming down. There we go. That'll be good. Excellent. Then we'll cut over this way. I can't. Not without going a little bit lower, I guess. We'll wait and let them dig that out. That's fine. All right. Man, what a night. Good, they're starting to clean that up. We're catching up on our... We are catching up on our cleaning. Very good. Leave it at 5. What I normally like to do is I like to set these things up on a low priority so that it's easier and quicker for everything to figure itself out. So now we're going to use granite here. We're going to come out here. There we go. I do need more gold. 277 tons, so I'd say 50 more will be fine. We got one more thing of steel to do, and we'll be at 2,500. We're at 90 degrees, so I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to say 11. And then for this, I'm going to see how much iron's available. 10 tons. And I need a lot of iron for my Atmos suit, so I'm going to say another 25. I know there's an iron volcano that I found. I'm going to need to make gaskets, too, or I'm not going to be able to get to the steam turbine. I'm going to need gasket. So I'm going to have to dig over here. Where is that? Where is the... I know she'll give us a gasket. But I need to get a gasket. I know there's a gasket sitting around somewhere in one of these biomes. Yeah, I'll have to look for it. There's a quartz, lumen quartz. Man, they blew through those rad bolts quick, but we got our steam turbine, which we're going to need a gasket. And we're going to need rubber or plastic. I don't think I have a rubber tree anywhere, do I? I don't see a rubber tree. Unless I'm missing something. Welcome back from the ads. And welcome in captioned Capitones. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. I didn't see you when you hopped on. I always like to say hello. We're going to need to make some gaskets here pretty soon. I need to find a rubber tree. I need to do plastic. That'll probably be the next project I do is a Dreco Ranch. As I am going to need to do some plastic. Now that this is all done, I'm going to move over here and I'm going to see if I can find an Mimica plant. So when one becomes available, they'll plant it there. We're at 199,000 kcal, so I'm going to hold off. I'll build those eventually. We got plenty of food up on top. With our hatches, we have all those extra hatches up there. I'll get rid of the eggs in there. I really just need to quit worrying about that. All right. Good. All right, we're getting there. We're getting filled. Let's see, for our piping, we got the overthrow here that's going to come around, go up and in. So the overthrow's ready. We'll always have this tank full. I might do it on the other side eventually. I don't know. But once this tank is full, water will start overflowing and heading to the electrolyzers. How am I doing here? I got 75 ceramic left. All right. I need to start deciding where am I going to put my Dreco Ranch. Thinking about here. It's funny, I end up with all, before I even like get really too far, I end up with my all my research done usually before I really get the base going. I may do it over here. This is probably the best spot for it, honestly. I'm thinking. I think I'm going to start prepping that from my Dreco Ranch. This is going to be my base up here. And this will be open, so they'll be able to come down to this area. I'll probably seal my base off. But yeah, I think I'm going to start working on that. Let me see how wide it is. I need to have it. I may just destroy the research portal. I don't really need it. I need my Dreco Ranch here. Let's see. If I start from over here... I mean, that's really probably plenty of room. I need 18, 19, 20, 21 tiles. So we'll be right there. Okay, well. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure it out. So I may end up getting rid of this. I forget how high it needs to be. And then I need an entrance on top. Maybe down here? I don't know. When you have all this room and you're not 100% sure where to put something, I mean, it might work there. Yeah, that would work. I could have a little two-way thing here to get it in and out, then I can just go down with it. That would be interesting. Port 95. If you're interested, we'll hang out and watch it. Yeah, we know you're awaiting rad bolts. Only 3 rad bolts to go, and we could watch it shoot itself off. Yep, should be almost ready. There it went, it just shot itself off. Now this is full again. Excellent. And that'll start collecting. This is almost ready. We've already got a pip egg. This is our nature reserve. So that'll be nice. All right. He's doing his job. Excellent. Maybe over here will work. I don't know. I forget how tall I need to make it for it to work properly. I definitely need to get my Dracos doing eggs. So I think I'm going to do a small ranch here. Or I may end up killing these guys. I think I'll do that. I need to get my glossy Draco eggs going for sure first. Move the Draco eggs there. We're going to need to find out where our Draco went, the one that we had earlier. I'll do the Mimica plant there as well. 1. And then I'll do the meal with lice. There we go. 1 egg. Alright, now we just need to find a couple Dracos so we can start planting the meal lice. Let me find my Dracos. They're in here, right? It's pretty warm in there, but that's okay. Seeing if I have any loose ones just walking around. Doesn't look like I do, so I'll have to wait for those to kind of hatch. They'll get there. We'll say Draco and Draclet. Alright, how are we doing? Still doing fine. Nobody's sick from radiation poisoning yet. This young person is ready to go. Once that one dies, I'll plant it here. Once it dies, I'll plant it there. And it will be good. And these will start providing some food. Good. Excellent. And there's a Mimica growing. Quite a few wild Mimicas growing over here. When those pass, they'll provide me seeds for the new ones. Yep. What a day. All right. And then these will help stuff grow over here. The problem with the wild ones, they take... Mimicas only live 5 cycles, but I think the plants take about 10 to grow wild. So you end up losing your Mimica before you have a chance to do anything with it. I definitely need some gaskets. That's for sure. How's my gases? They're pretty terrible, aren't they? Pretty darn terrible. How am I doing over here? Okay. More ethanol. Eventually the base will come together as we get everything dug out, figure out where we're going to put things. Pretty sure we're going to end up going down here. Maybe here. I don't know. It's hard to decide where I'm going to put my Pip Ranch. I mean, my Draco Ranch. And that's good. That's getting close to 100 again. Good. How many lives does that one have left? 3 out of 5. 1 out of 5. I'm going to uproot these two and just get them wild. That'll work. And you're heading down. We can go down a little further. Fun, fun, fun. I have to dig all this out eventually. We've got our 2400 steel. Still waiting on that. Oh, because it's blocked. I see what's happening. That's okay, people. Let's do this side. We'll come up here and we'll do that side. That'll get it unblocked so we can start making ore again. And our first Mimica, and it is pollinating our arbor trees. Wonderful. Absolutely sweet. We've got a Mimica over here now growing. And we've got a Mimica there growing. So now we can do our meal lice. We will not need nearly... Thing is, we have to put this down to 7. Because the Mimica, even though it's a plant, once it grows full grown, it'll count as a critter. But now arbor trees are going to grow much, much faster. And so is our meal lice. Excellent. Oh, man. I'm going to disappear for a second, as I've got to use the potty real quick. And I'll be right back. It'll just take me a couple of minutes. All right, I'm back. Thanks for letting me step away for a second. So that's built, this is built, that's built, this is good. All right. We need plastic. So I don't know about anybody in chat, but I like to preserve the biomes if I can. I'm not going to be able to because I am going to need to build my Dreco ranch. I'm just trying to decide where I'm going to put it. I mean, I could put it here, I guess. How wide is this? Not wide enough. Not wide enough at all. Did you die, my little friend? You two are still there. How wide is this area up here? Yeah, not quite wide enough. For sure. Nickel ore. I already know what that is. Might dig out here. I'm definitely going to need another digger. Sometimes a game can just take a long time. All right, time to get rid of all the nasty gases, I guess, and get them up into space. What about over here? How wide is this? I mean, that might be. I mean, honestly. That might actually work. But look at all that neutronium that pops out. It'd be from here if I didn't use my neutronium thing. That's 21 tiles. I mean, that would barely be wide enough for my Dreco farm. Guess I'll get some Coryllium. Okay, that's all growing now. That's growing much faster than normal. I'm going to need my freaking deep freezer as well. I've got carbon dioxide. I've got chlorine. I've got them all holding their breath everywhere. But we got our metals coming back. How's my gas here? We have all that. Alright, we're going to need to do something about that. I hate doing this because of the negative decor value, but I don't have a choice at the moment. There we go. I just hate wasting that decor value that we have there, but there's just so much polluted oxygen. We're going to have to start dealing with our gases. There it is. So for those of you who are kind of newer, I love the airlocks. These are my two favorite mods. This is the airlock right here, the non-insulated airlock, and then I put an insulated door there to keep this. I mean, I could very well dig this out. I just feel terrible doing so. I think this would be wide enough. Yeah, that would be wide enough, but I do feel terrible digging out a biome for sure. I think I'm just going to dig this out. I'm just going to have to. The hydrogen's going to end up here, which is fine. Actually, what I'll do, let me see. There's my soda fountain I was looking for. So the other thing I like to do is I like to put the stinky water into this. Let's see here. Do that. Might as well stay with the same kind of theme. I'll do with the, let's see here. I'll just do the solid natural granite. We'll do that. So I know it's crazy, but what we're going to do is the poor dupes are just going to have to deal with it. We're going to have the water that goes into the showers also go in to our soda fountain. It doesn't use a ton of water. Then what we're going to need is we're going to need a... Let's see here. I'm going to do this for fun. A canister filler. We'll set that there. Then I'll go ahead and do... Get rid of that for now. Then we'll have our ventilation. We'll have it cut off here, so what'll happen is it'll give precedence to the bottle filler ahead of time, and that'll be my carbon dioxide. And like I said, we are going to eventually change out this, because we're getting close. We're going to be going over our limit here pretty soon. I try not to put more than double the amount of power on a line if I don't have to. That's for sure. All right. Give that a little 9. We'll have that built, this built. Yep, that's all good. We'll have our little recreation room right there, a little soda room. The dupes like soda, and soda definitely gives them a plus to their morale. Our morale's not terrible at all. So we'll go from there. Then we're going to start digging all this out, I'm pretty sure. We're going to figure out a Draco ranch that works for me. Stop sitting around and doing nothing. I'm gonna leave the plants intact, the wild plants, if I can, at least temporarily. Gonna get rid of that. Okay. We're going to replace that with that. I don't care about those types of plants. Hate to dig out, but we need to start building some stuff. That's for sure. There we go. Start digging it all out. Time to dig her all out. I get that this is up here, but we're going to end up moving it eventually somewhere else. Our mimicas are almost grown. We're going to end up moving the ranch, like I said, somewhere else. We're going to get all this dug out. Probably going to get all this dug out as well. We're just going to have to deal with it. I try not to dig out biomes completely, but in this circumstance, I just don't think I have a choice. And I'll end up making a layer there, or a tunnel right there. Yep. If you have any questions, anybody, feel free to hop on chat and ask. All right, welcome back. Welcome back from the break. I could use a digger. Undigging? Ay, that's not fun. So be it. We need this to be built. There we go. So we get the carbon dioxide in there so they can start having their sody pops. Priorities for decorating. I want to make sure that doctoring, that nobody's allowed to do it except for this person. Start digging that up. Okay, now we can get rid of some of this stuff. Let's see here. Come on, polluted. I'll start cleaning that out. Okay, it's clear. If that gets too close or gets down in there, we'll just have to get rid of it. All right. Too close for now. It should fill up that canister, 25 kilogram canisters, and they'll take that over to the soda machine. We're going to get all this dug out. Time to clean up this area here, start prepping it. Ooh, that's not good. I almost screwed that one up because I have the vents coming through here, so I'm going to have to redo the vents. Let's say that way. All right, we got carbon dioxide in there. Good. Guess I can do a little bigger. Do 50. There we go. Get that built. Excellent. Probably going to dig into here too, I think, and get rid of that ethanol. Get all this tore out. Good, we've got oxygen now coming into this area. Good. Excellent. Let's get all that carbon dioxide up. So we're building up our gases. Man, those gases came in quick. Good. Set that back up to toasted mimlet. Okay, she's doing that. Doing that, doing this. So yeah, we're rocking it out. Critter egg. Up here, please. Yep. Good. All right, and our soda machine's up and running. We've got 4,000 grams of carbon dioxide, and we've got our water. Probably put that back down to 25. All right. Start working on this. This will all get organized eventually. I'm just doing this because it was my first time doing the radiation, the rads. All right. Guess I'll go ahead and get rid of them now. Oh no, it's coming the other direction. That's okay. So be it. I don't mind if it fills that first. It'll be alright. Everything will work out okay. Finally got my filtered gas pump. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need gaskets. I know exactly what I'm going to do for plastic at first, even though it's going to hurt a lot. I've got this really cold area in here. And I've got this super cold area here. It's like negative 98 degrees or something. I'm going to end up melting this ice really quick for plastic, but I got to get plastic. I have a plastic press that uses ethanol to make plastic. Ethanol and carbon dioxide. I'm also going to need to make, I want to say, a infinite gas storage I'm going to eventually have to make. It'll come down here onto the floor and hopefully be easier to sweep up. Cycle 250. And we're at 194,000 kilograms. Excellent. Our base is a mess for the most part. We've got plenty of lime from what I can see. Plenty of metal. We're at how much steel? 3,400. I guess I can cheat and do 34. We'll do 6 more to make it 4,000. How's the water? The water's 102 degrees. We're going to have to send that up to our spawn eventually. We're going to have to make some water tanks and all that good stuff. This is almost full, but our water's coming down that way. Yep. Very good. And we've got our first artwork up. Good. Excellent. Let's see the piping again. So what I can do is I can do plumbing. I can do copper ore. I think I'm okay with it the way it is. I've got this tank here. Still too much water, I guess. There you go, it'll get the top part up. And then we'll cut it sideways there. $180,000 kcal. I know there's a gasket somewhere. I swear there was a gasket. Sulfur. Plant husk. What does the plywood station do? I know the plywood station... Where's a refinement? Plywood press. I can't tell. But it is time to kind of rewire our wiring, I think, to make it a little bit more efficient. Gonna do that. Then we'll come up to that, go down to that, and get rid of all this. Then I'll cut down to here. Cut down there, go across. That'll work. And then we'll let this cover this. Those two will be covered by this power, and then we get rid of all that. And that's going over that oxygen, which we don't need anymore. And we can get rid of all that wire going that direction. That'll give us some relief. There we go. And we'll need to get a ladder or two up here to get a hold of that. There we go. All right. Good news. Have not had any more sound issues. Okay. All right, just for shites and giggles. And I don't know why I just didn't do this. Down. That goes across. And then that's going up there. That's going to be covered by that. So then this one can just, I think, go straight up. Go up like that. That should do it. And start getting that wiring good. Then we'll get rid of this. It's going to cause a bit of a power outage real quick. But we'll wait until they continue building it. Right. I'm going to move some of this hydrogen up. I'm going to have to make a, see here, crafting station. We're usually going to have to make an exosuit forge. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go straight up. Good. Getting it all done. Good. Excellent. I need these to hatch. Good. Almost there. Whew, what a day. Hope everyone's doing well. I need a dupe, but the printing pod has not been kind to me, that's for sure. I'm also going to have to start building our So what I have found is use granite for your cooling. You can definitely use it for your cooling loop. That'll help get that going. So for the power lines, yeah, we're just going to have to deal with it. We'll give them that little task first. I have no rubber. Good. We'll do a few and then we'll let them take a potty break. There we go. So now we can get rid of this. I know that's out of power for a minute. That's fine. Then we'll work on that. This. And down. Across. Let them finish all that before they have to make their PP. Good. Good, let's check that out. Make sure we don't have any regular wires we need to get rid of, which we do right here. And then we do right here. Okay. Make sure that's okay, which it is for now. There. That should take care of all of our power. Hopefully nobody pee-pees themselves while we're building this up. We're close enough to the bathrooms. Hopefully they don't. Good. Excellent. Safin, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well. It's been a crazy evening for me tonight, but we're getting it under control. We just redid our wiring. We went from the basic wire to the conductive wire. So now we are within our limits. I'm going to add another running wheel. Hope you're doing well. The printing pod has been pretty mean to me tonight. There we go. What we're doing is we're slowly getting our base together. I'm putting through my piping for my cooling loop. There we go. Getting ready to get our power systems online. Which will be good when the time comes. Excellent. Going to drop all that down here. It'll just honestly be easier. I gotta make a Dreco ranch. Digging all this out. We're going to drop all that water down, and they'll just clean it up down here. It's fine. All right. Slowly getting it done. This is almost full. I just hate the fact we're going to start creating oxygen and end up making it really hot. It's the only thing I'm not happy about. And what I'll end up doing to jumpstart it is I'll connect this battery up, and I'll connect that battery up to eventually jumpstart it on the wheel. But we definitely need plastic or gaskets to get to the next phase of the game. There it goes. There we go. There it all goes. That's fine. It's going to fall back down here and go into this pool. Yeah, it's okay. We'll live. Our stress seems to be under control. That's for sure. I'm going to create a tunnel here. We're going to come out here, which means we're going to have to seal this up, I think. I can have that come down. How wide is this? 22. It's barely going to be tall enough. Okay, so that is going to be a tunnel. How wide is it again? That's 22. So I can have it one short for 21. Okay. Might seal it up here. Have this come over and seal it up to here. I don't know. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this. This is going to be the main entrance here. I got rid of all the piping for now. Okay, we're able to do 21 suits. And this will be... All right. It's time for an ad. So you'll be back in just a moment. Here we go. No critters. No critter eggs. Set that on a 5. This is going to be a tunnel. And then this is going to be the start of our Draco Ranch. And that is exactly 21 tiles, which I think is just wide enough. I think. Good, I can make the insulated door, putting it there, or here. Well, it's all right. I'm going to let the hydrogen get up here. It's going to end up there anyway, either way. I mean, it is what it is. I'll eventually get it sucked out. So be it. I can't worry about it right now. I just need to get this cleaned up. I just can't get a good one to save my life, I'm afraid. We have a lot of stuff to do in this base, that's for sure. Go. Let all the hydrogen out. There it goes. Up and up and up. And that's okay. I usually like to save it all, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. I'm gonna call that 0. So they'll build that first. Hit my microphone by accident, knocked it over. Okay, what are we missing? Fibers and metal ore. How are we missing that? We've got metal ore here. We were out of fibers. Yeah, we got no reed fiber. That's not good. Okay, we're gonna have to do some reed fiber planting. I know I have the seeds for it, so we're gonna have to create a little farm like this one over here, I think. Yep. We need reed fiber. Once we're done with all this. Getting her done. So, I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I might. We'll see how things go. But then again, I might not. We are getting her done. It's taking time, but we got it under control again. I need to go to sub. There we go. Drop it in the water right there. Is it because it can't be reached? Is that why? There we go. That'll help us get on the island. Our floating island. There we go. Let's get that bleach stone. There you go. Get rid of it before too much chlorine bleach gets in there. Good. Excellent. Get that bleach stone out of there. Get that bleach stone out of there, please. Good. $172,000 K cows. Oh. There you go. Good. The base is a pretty hardcore mess right now. Good. There we go. Hip hip hooray. I think everybody can get down. That's okay. So you made a mess. It's alright. It happens. Sometimes you gotta pee-pee your pants. I understand. I totally understand. When things just aren't right. Good. This little area is still doing well. Not corrupted by anything. We've got our natural reserve there. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this area. From this side to that side is 21 tiles, which should be just enough to... Hopefully I mean, I'm just going to have to dig into this if it's not deep enough. I'm afraid. There's just so much debris, so much everything around, but we're still doing all right with our... with everything. We'll go ahead and get under here next. That'll drop all that stuff, which will be nice. Good. Excellent. We're doing well. We've got everything back under control. Al, I hope, if you're still out there, I hope we haven't had any further sound issues. I don't think we have. It doesn't sound like we have. I think you'd have told me if we would have. God, I just don't know what happened with my mic. All right. I need to make those 9s not... My bad. We made a mess now. That's okay. You make a mess up here, it's gonna freeze. So you're good. Yeah, you go, boy. Alright. So far, so good. I'm going to start eliminating this ladder system. Since we can get across this way now. So I can start planning the base. Do I cut across here and come down here? That's what I'm thinking. Go there and then come down. I don't like the negative decor it gives me. But it would definitely give me a little bit more room for my Dreco Ranch, which I'm going to put right here. I'm going to try to see if I can remember it by memory. And then come down this way. And then leave that open. Just 9. I just need a 9. I don't need anything fancier than that. Can I please get a good dupe? FML. go. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Good. Why is there no errand for that? I know you guys can get it. Keep forgetting to change it back into regular. We're getting this all prepped for my future Dreco Ranch. Plastic and reed fiber. For sure. And our Drecos are born. They'll eat this. We will tame them. And we will get them laying glossy Dreco eggs in no time. Yep, I'm not worried about shearing them yet. Okay, that's done. Now we can go ahead and do this to 9. So they can make my tunnel. That's already a 9. Excellent. Little by little, huh? And I'll just keep filling up, which is fine. I don't care. Yep, yeah. About another 15 minutes or so, I'm going to call it a night. And we'll try to work on this some more tomorrow if I can. Our base is pretty busy. We have a lot going on. How much algae we still have? 30 tons, so we're still okay with algae for now. How's our gases in our base? All the hydrogen came up here, which is fine here. A little bit of, oh, we got hydrogen in there, which is fine. I certainly don't mind that. I'd rather have the hydrogen go in there naturally, but that's okay. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Okay. No wonder why they're peeing their pants. Our power is out, so we need to turn these on super high now. There we go. Let's get them running on the wheel so this can process our water. This needs to be done. I think we're going to come down here, I think. That'll work. And then I'll put another airflow tile here because I don't need to, it's going like that, which is fine for me. This should be able to come down. Who's starving and why? Okay, we're good. Yep. Awesome. Good. I'm going to create another little room for come down like that. Come down like that. There we go. And then that'll come down all the way down to the bottom. And this will go all the way up to the top. We'll change this out. Then we'll come into here and grab the wallpaper. And we'll wallpaper it up. There. And this will be where our doors will be for our entrance. Good. This is going to be the entrance to the Draco Ranch. Yep. Excellent. This place is a GD mess, boy. There you go. So this is pretty much sealed in for the most part. They got to come in through this way, or this way. And they've got to go through the nature reserve. And eventually this will get sealed up. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Cycle 263. Where are my other yellow alerts going? Oh yeah, these guys. There you go. Excellent. Well, even though my start to my stream was pretty rough, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to call it a night. I really appreciate you joining us tonight, Al, and I hope that we'll see you again. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. It depends on how my day goes. I gotta finish my resume and work on a few things. But I appreciate you joining us tonight. I appreciate you surviving getting banned twice. And hopefully tomorrow, if I stream, or the next day, it'll work out better for us. LOL. Have a good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our gameplay tonight, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow if everything works out. But worst case scenario, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in.